Hey everyone, this is J-Dog, and I'm here with another video. This is from Shadow and Act, which is basically a outlet that involves with black people, involved with film and television, as well as documentaries, web series, etc. I would have put this as a BF&T segment, but I decided to just make it a regular story. But here's what's going on involving this documentary. So basically there's a documentary claiming the first Swedish people, the first Swedes, were dark-skinned, and now white people, white racists, are pissed off. And first of all, I don't care if they're pissed off. Black people are actually the true original people. We are all over the world. So we're not surprised if some of us happen to also be in Europe as well, even before the high population of white folk there. Remember, this was probably most likely the same group of people that were pissed off when you saw that statue of the Cheddar Man, saying that the first Brits or whoever were actually dark-skinned, and that ticked off a lot of racists. So black history is not something inherently exclusive to America. It spans the hidden corners and crevices of the world around us. With that said, there's a new documentary from SVT about Sweden that makes a very insensitive claim. The first Swedes were dark-skinned black people with blue eyes. A title, The First Swedes, the documentary reveals that the first Swedes were dark-skinned hunters and collectors who moved to Scandinavia from the south towards the end of the Ice Age. Mathar Jacobonsen, sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, a Uppsala University, I think this is probably some kind of European name or something, genetics professor, traced the ancestry of present-day Sweden back to Africa. Their look was quite similar to the people that at the time lived in today's Luxembourg, Spain, and Germany. They look would be quite unusual today, blue-eyed with dark skin, he said. Upon their arrival to Scandinavia, these dark-skinned black hunters were met by another population from Russia with paler skin. The two populations are said to have mixed, which led to Nordic people becoming more lighter skinned. Alright, remember that's the dangers of some of these interracial relationships. One race of people ends up breeding out to the brink of extinction. That's why you gotta watch some of these swirlers. That's what happened. Some of the swirlers in that community ended up breeding their people out. And safe to say, the response that Sweden's first descendants were dark-skinned black people did not go well with some on Twitter. A journalist, Ingrid Carlsson, translated, the BBC has been doing this for a long time. For hormone generation Swedes to be portrayed as populated by black people is too astounding to be true. Another user tweeted, "Wow, SVT open with their racism against Sweden. Now imagine a film about Africa with white people. Well, here in America, there are films with white and Egypt with white people. Because Hollywood doesn't care about putting the right description of people. See, the difference between the documentary and white people and Hollywood putting white people in Egyptian movies or African movies is that they had genetics. The documentary asked people who were scientists involved with genetics and research. Hollywood, they just put white people in African movies, or especially ones about Egypt, is to boost their ego and stuff and try to make us think that Egyptians were white when they're not. The only time white people were in Egypt was when Rome and whatever invaded and tried to conquer the world and stuff like that. And then, of course, there was the thing with Caesar and Cleopatra and stuff. Yeah, that was when white people actually went to Egypt. Not that white people are Egyptians. So, let's look at some more tweets. You had this idiot by the name of Peter Sweden. So our taxpayer-funded Sweden state-owned TV channel has produced, see how butthurt some of these racists are? Produced a new special history lesson for us. Meet the First Swedes. They say that according to DNA tests, the first Swedes had black skin and blue eyes. So the Vikings were African now? You're supposed to be Swedish and a journalist. You've got to be kidding me. You think the first Swedes were Vikings? Really? I think this is someone who's actually defending the documentary. I'm not sure. So yeah, you got some of these. You got some of these butthurt white people. I'm not going to read all these, but I'll give you a link to the article. So, but yeah, let's not forget. They say that when you keep looking into into the history of the world, they say it gets blacker and blacker. This shows you that black people have traveled or have lived around the world. It also proves that we are truly the original people of the world. And the racist white folks, majority of white folks, especially the racist ones, they can't stand that. So that's why they try to, that's why they don't educate you well here at our school system. They try to whitewash history because they don't want his stuff like this being taught to our future generation, our youth and stuff like this. But yeah, you got these butthurt racists getting mad over a documentary, but they want us to not get mad when Hollywood makes a movie about Egypt with white actors. But that's all I have to say. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Once again, I'll leave the link to the article in the description box and comment section as well. But that's all I have to say for now. Make sure you share this video as well. Thank you for your time for watching, and I hope to catch you on another video. Peace, everyone.